Okay, so today we've got a bit more of a vloggy style update to what's going on in the garden and some of the other projects we're trying to get done. Now it's middle of spring. So this is all the soil that we chucked over here with that digger when we were digging all the foundations. And it's not too bad, it's pretty good soil, but as you can see it's riddled with bindweed roots, and of course as soon as these are split into any size bit then they'll shoot up into more, so we're trying to weed those out. And to do that, as well as all the bits, we've kind of rigged up old scraps of wire over this frame, and we're trying to sieve it all, and it's working pretty well. We've got all the decent stuff, and most of this seems to be stone free, but obviously if there's any roots that come through we can pick them through. Come on chickens, do your bit. So about halfway through, and what we're getting down to now is about this height was our old compost heap, so some of this should be a bit better, and most of this is what came out when we dug out the tree stumps, so it should be fairly full of organic material. The seeds that we planted a few weeks ago, or no, a week ago, are shooting up now. It's just chard and beetroot and some sweet corn and a little bit of basil down the end there from yesterday. But the aim is to get the majority of our seeds planted this week. This raised bed here we decided against. I don't think it's necessary, so we're going to thin that out, weed it all, and then all of the bed, the whole of the veg garden will be like this, all prepped, ready to plant. You know, for a ride? Yeah. Reverse a bit and turn to the left. That's it, and reverse at the same time. It'd be easier if you reverse. Keep going. Now turn, the other way. Turn as you reverse. Okay, put your foot down and reverse. And turn. Turn. Did Mummy teach you to drive? Okay, we're off to relocate the chicken run. So the idea is to reuse everything that we've built. We've built this temporary, supposedly temporary, for a few months, and it's been up for 2 years, but we want to be able to reuse these posts if we can. Most of it's been cable tied together, this wire, and then where we've got the odd wire staple, we'll try and prise it out so we can reuse this fencing. Take the wire off and then we'll roll it out. Faith, how did you get in there? How did I not see that? Faith, come out, please. I need someone strong who's 4 years old. You ready? Okay, I'm going to push these beams over to you. And then you're going to pull them off. Okay, stop driving the tractor. Okay, no. Okay, that's it. And the next one. Go, keep going, keep going, keep going. Down?
Yeah.
Okay. Quick face, what's this?
Bugs.
Do you like bugs?
I love bugs.
Hey, do you like bugs?
I do.
I don't think you do you?
I
They're a bit funny.
love
Do you want to go and touch them?
Tonight? Can we? Can we? Oh, one is scary.
They're scary?
One is baby, one. Oh, it's a baby.
Wait. Which way you going? This way. Okay. Put it in the pile then.
Leave it.
Good. Now we need to save this gate. I'll try and get all these staples out without losing all this wire. I think we saved a few screws too. Mind out. Wire should be sharp. That pond has gone a bit green, isn't it?
It's gone really green.
That's the sunshine does that.
That's it.
Yeah. You feeling strong?
Yeah.
Next thing we're going to do is try and get these posts out without snapping them. Okay, can you see how it's soft? The ground's quite soft, so they should pull out. See if you can pull that one out. Pull it up. Pull it up. Right to the side.
I have to just wobble it for them.
Go on then, give it a good wobble. Pull.
I'm trying to.
Go on, give it a really good pull.
Too heavy.
Do you want me to try? Go on, you're going to pull.
Together.
All together now. Now let me put my camera down. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Wiggle. Right, so we're pretty much clear down here now. I'm going to leave the hen house just for the night really, or until that pen's done, because they'll at least know where to come back to tonight, and we'll kind of retrain them once it's all finished up there. So I'll leave that where it is, and that old duck pond, we might do something to that and move it up as well. But I'll show you what we got reclaimed from the old pen. So we've got loads of structural timber really. Here we've got the 2x2s and some 6-inch gravel board and some 6-inch old joists, and obviously the fence posts, some of which I might use, but I'm tempted to use some 3x3 kind of square posts. Those were a bit flimsy. Then all the wire from the top only had cable ties on it, so it's going to be less damaged. The stuff that was going around the side, I had to cut some of it where the staples were, but most of that's going to be able to be reused. These are the old edging from the old garden which I've just uncovered, so we should be able to reuse those for something a bit more formal. It's funny, as the years go on, I do things very differently from how I would have done them before. And for instance, a couple of years ago I probably would have just chucked the fence post straight in and dealt with any issues with the path after. But I've soon kind of, over the process of the renovation, learned, you know, if you're going to do it, you may as well do it right to start with. So what I've tried to do is uncover where I've just laid these bricks onto the concrete path, and I've taken away that old edging. So what we'll do is we'll use that concrete path as our straight edge and put our fence there. And then I'm probably going to lift all these bricks. They've just simply sat on the concrete, but they're full of soil now and stuff's growing up. So I'm probably going to take those off, pressure wash them, and lay them back down on a layer of sand or sand and cement. Brush in some sand like block paving, and then hopefully they'll be a bit more robust. And then we'll have maybe two sets of gravel board just to hold back any soil on this side. So we'll end up with a nice clean path and fence border. So again, you see there's our bricks. That's the original concrete path underneath. So we'll clean up the edge of that, and I'll sink our posts in and probably concrete them in up tight against that. And then we can always clean and refinish these bricks and maybe just put a little bit of haunching in so they're all kind of retained. So one thing I like to do before I start putting a fence up is, or a pen of some sort, is just put a few stakes in the ground, like bamboos, and then you can kind of walk around it, and rather than just doing it on paper or trying to visualize it, it's a bit easier to get a feel for if it's going to work. Are you still going to get a wheelbarrow around the corner, or is a gate going to swing and get in the way? So that's what I'm going to do now, and that's probably it for today.